All right, Wally, so no Darius Garland, no Jarrett Allen, and no Karis LeVert for the Cavs. They were undermanned, and ultimately the Knicks just wore them down.
They wore them down, and the Knicks needed a game like this. They really did. You can see how dominant this Knicks team can be when everyone plays at a high level. You have a guy like Hartenstein coming off the bench playing well, Quickley playing well the way he's capable of with 18 points, a big second half, and then the Knicks' big three. They brought it. All three of them played very well tonight, and as a result, a cruise control victory that the Knicks really needed. Get some rest, get ready for tomorrow. Cleveland might have some guys back, but this Cleveland team completely decimated. They have Donovan Mitchell and really not too much else, and the Knicks took advantage of that and got a nice win.
Mitchell tonight had 26 points, but 20 came in the first half. Cleveland only down by 6 at the half, but the key was the third quarter, Wally, as the Knicks outscored Cleveland in that third quarter, 28-16.
Yeah, and it was all about defense, too. I mean, the Knicks absolutely locked them down on the defensive end of the floor. They continued to attack the basket and really get defensive breakdowns by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jalen Brunson got his one-on-one game going, which when he does that, the Knicks are really tough to beat. They started to really swarm and double team Donovan Mitchell and get the ball out of his hands. We'll take a look at that on the Wally wall. And then the Knicks continued to pound him down low inside on the glass. No Jarrett Allen. Two big centers for the Knicks played great basketball. Jalen Brunson got into his bully ball mode. And Immanuel Quickley had a little bit of a rough first half, only one field goal. He was very motivated in that second half. He was creating a lot of havoc. When he got in that game, he created a lot of offense. And oh, by the way, Julius Randle, just a reminder, everyone out there, he was an all-star and a third-team All-NBA player. He played like it tonight, and that was a really good sign for Knicks fans.
So the Knicks improved now to 2-2 on this young season. We now bring in Allan Hahn. He helped call the game on the MSG Radio Network. Allan, tell us your impressions from being at the contest tonight.
Everything that you guys just said. I mean, it really was like, it felt like a bully ball kind of thing. I was saying on the broadcast that this was a very business-like performance by the Knicks because you understand that the opponent didn't have its full lineup, but that's not your problem, right? That's not their problem. Come in here and take care of business, and that's what this was, to get a winning road trip out of this now, 2 out of the 3 games on this trip, and it was a lot of physicality. This was very much the same script as the playoff series in the spring where Evan Mobley just could not handle Mitchell Robinson and then couldn't handle Isaiah Hartenstein as well. So you're talking about 2 bigs that dominated for the Knicks, and Evan Mobley was rendered almost useless to the fact that Tristan Thompson had to come in this game to give some physicality. So business-like performance by the Knicks, just like you said, Wally. It's exactly what they needed, and now they've got to just 24 hours later do it again.
Yeah, I think, Allan, I mean, look at the Knicks' top 9 that are in their rotation. I think in the NBA, it's hard to find just a solid 9 that play every single night that consistently give you that kind of contribution. I think they're going to do it continually the rest of the season. What do you think?
I think you're right because that's how they have to play, right? Like, it's all about the identity of a team and what are they. Some teams, their identity is their stars, their superstars, and how they lead them on a nightly basis, like Donovan Mitchell does here in Cleveland. And other teams like the Knicks, it's identity of we come at you in waves, and the next round comes in, and they're going to do the same thing that the starters are doing. Because while you do get that great footwork scoring from Jalen Brunson, R.J. Barrett gets to the basket, Julius Randle, they played him one-on-one tonight. I don't understand that at all. They weren't sending doubles like the Pelicans were. And he's one-on-one. He's getting to the free throw line and knocking down his free throws. So that made it easy. But it's also the little things, the offensive rebounding that the Knicks did in this game and turning that into 20 points in second chance points. It's the turnovers, which wasn't a big number for the Cavs. It wasn't as if the Cavs turned it over a lot. 14 is not that big of a number, 15 I should say. But the Knicks turned it into 28 points. When you can turn turnovers into points at that rate, you're dominating the game, and it's not just half-court offense that's doing it. It's your defense that's doing it, too.
You know, in the aftermath of last year's playoff series, Allan, the Cavs went out and got Max Strus and George Niang. But in this game, Strus has been really good so far this year, 1 of 7 from downtown. Niang, 3 out of 9 from downtown. And as a team, Cleveland goes only 10 of 38 from downtown. So if they're going to be shorthanded, they got to shoot a whole lot better than that. The Knicks played some good D, and that helped force Cleveland into a lot of misses.
Yeah, they missed 11 straight threes at one point in the game, and I believe it went 15 of 16 before some late ones went down for them. And that's something, again, you're gonna give that to them. Now, No Garland, that's a big part of this. It was Donovan Mitchell kind of by himself trying to create offense. And for a minute there in that second quarter, it looked like he was up to the task. But little by little as the game went on, that battle of attrition, and as Wally pointed out, it's the depth that the Knicks have that we learned in that playoff series last spring was such a strength for this team and why they won the series. It was on display again tonight.
All right, Allan, great to see you. Have a great trip back, and we will see you back here tomorrow when the Cavs come to New York.
You got it, boys. Happy Halloween.
All right. Easy on the candy intake on the plane.
Candy corn.
All right, Randall, season high 19, also had 10 rebounds.
Yeah, he was solid. He really was. It's a good sign to see him getting back into rhythm. Off-season ankle surgery, you're doing all the rehab stuff. You're getting that thing strong. You're getting all the proprioceptive work done. But you got to get back out on the floor. And you got to be making basketball moves. And you got to be back to playing dominant, banging with big bodies like he is on that possession. And it just seems like he's rounding himself into shape. The jumper looked good. He was left open a few times. Nothing but net. Just nice rhythm. This was a big shot at the end of the third quarter. Immanuel Quickley finds Randall. Just nails that one, nothing but net. Julius Randle coming around, he's a big problem for a lot of teams. I mean, he's a matchup problem. Allan alluded to, you're not going to double team Julius Randle. He is going to burn you on the offensive end of the floor, and he absolutely did that tonight. And it was a good sign to see him get going, and I'm excited for tomorrow. Let's see if the Knicks can get both of these games against the Cleveland Cavaliers, because the Cavs are one of those teams that are going to be around the Knicks at the end of the season in the standings. And if they can get a nice little 2-0 lead in the season series, that could bode very well moving forward for the rest of the year.
All right, so Randall 19, Brunson 19, and don't forget about Immanuel Quickley 18, and 15 of the 18 came in the decisive second half.